Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Andy from Wholesale-Help.com, and today's video is an update of the popular video Where to Find Wholesale and Dropshipping Suppliers. This is the 2013 edition. Welcome along. Okay, thanks for dropping by. So I first recorded a video on this subject a while back, I think in 2007. And it proved very popular. I think up until recently we've got over 32,000 views on that video and some good feedback. It seems to be a popular subject and I've updated it over the years. Obviously things move very quickly online and there are always new things to cover and new developments as time goes on. So this is the 2013 edition. It's going to be a little bit different because this year I have just one recommendation for you, but this one recommendation covers a very wide area and you'll see very shortly the reason why I'm only suggesting one. It's not one supplier, but it's one place where you can get all the suppliers you will ever need. So effectively this is the number one question that I'm asked on a regular basis, pretty much a daily basis. Anyone looking to start up online is asking me, Andy, where can I find a safe, secure and profitable wholesale or dropship supplier? Now, it is obviously the number one question. And it's a good question. It's the right question to ask because it's very easy to get this part wrong. You can easily lose your money, you can get scammed, or you can end up buying fake products which can get you into a lot of trouble. So it is an important step, but it's not the only step, and you have to look at the bigger picture. A lot of people try to start a business online every year, and quite a few people fail. And from my experience, they fail for two reasons. Firstly, they try and sell in a marketplace which has far too much competition, and they do not even stand a chance of making a decent profit in that marketplace. Or simply, people don't want their products. And those two failures come down to one thing: research and preparation. You need to set your foundations right from the beginning. I know that a lot of people jump in feet first because they're enthusiastic about starting a new business. They want to get going and they miss a few key steps, and those key steps make all the difference. If you set your business up right from the beginning correctly, you'll stand a far better chance of success than missing those steps out, and quite frankly, you'll be on an uphill battle all the way through. So effectively, before you even look for a supplier, you need to research your niche. You need to find a marketplace where there are people looking for products and there are enough people looking for them and not too much competition where you're going to get drowned out by retail players that have much more money than you, much more buying power than you, and much more advertising power than you, and essentially you'll be taken out of the equation. You want to avoid those areas, and you want to look for the areas of the hot niches where people are actively looking for items that you can get hold of. All these steps can be done relatively easily and simply using data that's available to us. Now, this one site I'm going to recommend has all those options, and that's why it is my number one pick for 2013. At any time, if you want to take a look at this site for yourself, the link is in the description box below the video. So without further ado, my 2013 recommendation for a wholesale and dropshipping supplier resource is SaleHoo.com. Okay, so this is SaleHoo.com. Some of you may have heard of this site, some of you may not. So what we're going to do is we're going to go behind the scenes, check out some of the options that you get in SaleHoo, and I will give you my opinions of it. So I guess you could call this a directory website. Effectively, it holds a directory of wholesale suppliers, dropshipping suppliers, and also manufacturers. Now, it is actually a lot more than that, but that's essentially what it started off as, and it has progressed and evolved into quite a bigger and more comprehensive resource. So let's quickly dive in behind the scenes and I'll show you what's available. So this is the members area where you can get access to your suppliers. They have a members forum. They have an education section where there is a lot of guides and resources, and also the research labs where you can actually home in on some profitable and hot niches to sell online. This is what the directory looks like. You can filter the directory by clicking on the tabs here. You have dropshippers, wholesalers, liquidators, and manufacturers. So you can home in on exactly what you're looking for. Down here we have a category section similar to what you will find in eBay, and each one of these categories will hold suppliers from the US, from the UK, Canada, and other places too. So that's the directory page, but more importantly, before you even get to start looking at suppliers, I would recommend heading over to the research labs and examining your marketplace and deciding on what area you want to sell in. So here is the analytical research area where you can type in your category areas, your marketplace, and your niches. You can find out what's popular, what's not popular, and the sort of prices things are selling for. As you can see here, there's some ideas already preset for you. You can see that you have sell-through rate. This is the percentage of items that sell once they are listed in any given period of time, and the average end price. This is in dollars. So if you already have a rough idea of the sort of marketplace you want to start selling in, you can start putting some keywords in here and see what information you can get back. So this is your first place to start playing with ideas, start playing with product names and items and descriptions, and building up a picture in your mind of what is selling, what is more popular than other items, and using this data to educate yourself and find the items which without too much competition but still a demand in the market. So I'm not going to go too far into this niche research tool, because you need to be a member to be able to find this information out. But it's safe to say when you start putting your keywords in here, you will get quite a detailed analysis of the marketplace. So that's the research labs. Now we have the education tab. Here in the education area there is a wealth of guides on, as you can see, importing and shipping, eBay selling, right the way from a beginner's guide, intermediate tips for sellers, advanced lessons, international eBay selling, how to set up an eBay store, you name it, they've covered it here. Business setup, how to register for a business in Canada, set up a business in Australia. As you can see, there's some business registration in the UK and the USA. So this education is relevant for all over the world. Finding and sourcing, scam prevention, importing and shipping. There's a lot of very important information that you can work your way through, and it will give you an edge over people that jump in without taking time to learn their trade. And also we have the forum here. So if you've used the directory to find a supplier that you think you're pretty happy with, you can use the forum and get on there and chat with other members, and you can ask them how they've got on, whether they've used them and their experience with that supplier. So it's very useful to interact with other members, and also the SaleHoo staff, which can give you some very useful advice. So there we have it. As you can see, this is a pretty comprehensive resource, not just a directory site, but a one-stop shop for education, research, and finding wholesale supplies. That's why this is my #1 tip for 2013. And if you want to get yourself a membership here, you can click on the box that's on the screen now, or there is a link in the description box below. Membership will cost you $67 from SaleHoo, which comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, which basically means you can give it a try out, see what you think, take a look at the suppliers, start researching your niche, and if you're not happy with anything in the first couple of months, you can get your money back, no problem at all. My personal opinion is it's a good investment for your business. It's a one-time fee, and you get access for life to all of those suppliers. You can come back again and again. You've got the learning resources and access to all the other stuff, including the forums where you can chat and hang out with other sellers. In my opinion, it's always worth investing in your business, even if it was just to make sure that you get access to suppliers which have been vetted and are guaranteed to be safe. That is worth the cost alone. To ensure you stay away from the scam artists and the fake sellers is a really big deal as far as I'm concerned. I managed to lose money when I first started out. I don't want that to happen to you. And one way to ensure that is use a directory like this, where it's funded and staffed by people who are constantly administering the database, checking and making sure everyone in here is professional and safe and profitable. So if you can afford $67, which is just over £40 in British money, I would say go for it. Once you have it, this will give your business the very best chance of success right from the outset. So that's it. I'm going to shut up now. Hopefully that's been a useful review of SaleHoo.com. That's my 2013 pick. If you found this video useful, I'd appreciate you hit the thumbs up button and like it below the video. That would be handy. If you want to hit the share button and stick it on your Facebook account, that would be very cool indeed. You can tweet it using the social buttons below. And if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to my channel to be notified as soon as I have a new video available. So subscribe if you want to see more eBay selling tips and tricks, a few notes on Amazon, product reviews, readers' questions, and much, much more. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. My name's Andy Lawrence, and I will catch you on the next video.